Hey YouTube, Andrew from Team Guy Said, coming at you with an updated Dark World deck. The one I ran got me to one of my locals. There were only 3 rounds since there wasn't many people, so yeah. I went 2-1, got in the top 4, got beat out by Macrocosmos, so fuck rabbits. Anyway, I changed it up last night. I figured it would work a whole lot better than it did, because the way I was running it apparently was terrible. Anyway, let's get to it. First, checking 1-3 though. I'm kidding. This is just an awesome card that I might give to my girlfriend, so yeah. This is really cute. Anyway, still playing their Grappa, obviously, because he's the beat stick of the deck. And he's, I put the viruses back in, so he's virus target. So, I have 2 of each virus. 3 Scylla is very live in here. The viruses are hardly ever dead with the Scylla's in play. Minus the macro attribute of the game. The deck works really well. But yeah, 3 Scylla's awesome. 3 Snow, Search, 3 Brow, Draw. So you have 6 beat sticks, 3 draws, 3 searches. 2 Trance Archfiend, because I have discard outlets other than spell cards, because that's awesome. 2 Tour Guide, obviously, the deck that Tour Guide belongs in is this deck. 3 Gates, because Gates is awesome. That's like the best card in the game for Dark World. 3 Dealings, another discard outlet. 3 Drive Down to the Grave. Like, that's your staple 9 spells for Dark Worlds. I don't know why anybody would run 2 Dark World Dealings. It's so much better when you run 3. 3 Upstart Goblins. I want to draw now. I don't care about giving them life points because Grapha shaves all that off. Tech 1 Gateway to Dark World. I played this over Call of the Haunted. I've seen a lot of people play Call of the Haunted. And I'm telling you right now, Call of the Haunted is terrible. Because they can just invest heat in it. This, you can just flip it on their end phase and they can't do anything about it. Card Destruction, staple for the stack. Reborn, Dark Hole, the 2 staples in the stack. And 1 Foolish to put Graph in the raid. On the traps, 3 Mind Crush. It's too good not to play because you have viruses that that you can put this into, and then there's also a bunch of searching decks right now. So yeah, 2 Eradicators and 2 Deck Devs. The Eradicators are more live than Deck Devs in this format because everything's all spell and traps, really. But yeah. And 1 Starlight Road. Now, a lot of people are going to ask, why Starlight Road? Well, usually what's going to happen is, you're going to sit on having a set back row, a set face down card because you're trying to drag down, and you're going to have a Gates on the field, and you're probably going to have a Mind Crush and a Virus. So when you have that on board, you're going to go, oh, I want to set Starlight, and have a Graph on the Grave Gateway back up so I can flip that Eradicator. Mind Crush a card out of their hand, and then just proceed to raid face. So, they're going to go Heavy Storm, you're going to go Starlight Road. Because that card is too good not to play. So that's why Starlight Road is where it is. And I like Starlight Road. Because Starlight Road is good. Anyway. The extra deck, or what's a work in progress right now, because I had somebody help me out with it, because I really don't need to be playing some of the things I was playing. Leviathan for 3. Gear Brilliant for 3. Zenmaines, Levier, and those are your 3s that you play in the deck. I want to bump Levier to 2, because Levier is just too good in this deck. And there are so many times when I could use a second Levier. Alright. Oh, and Tim Timpo. He's really good too. He's just awesome in this format. You can make him and you can stop Ulthion from going off and whatever. For the 4s, you have Cowboy, Roach, Dweller, Shockmaster, Maestro, and Papal Imperative. These cards are amazing. This guy, he wins games. Maestro is very viable in this deck because it goes to 2100 gates. Roach goes to 2200 gates. And this Abyss Dweller stops the mirror match, and it also stops Morels. Shockmaster is just a staple. That's if you can get him out with the build that I'm running. Like, it would take 2 Trance and a Snow to get him out, but I mean, you can try. Pappy, I don't know. Gravekeepers, I think, are going to be one of the rogue decks that I'm going to see in this format. 1 Heliopolis. I want to bump this to 2, and then add a Zombie-Stein later. I know that's a terrible name for a card, but Zombie-Stein is just really good. He's a 4,500 beater, and he's awesome. And then Stardust Dragon, because Stardust Dragon is awesome. Onto the side deck, which is a work in progress as well. 1 of each virus. I usually just swap out for what I need, or I just take out the viruses completely if I need to. But viruses are really good. 1 from the different dimension. I believe that all Dark World should play this card, regardless of how bad they think it is. Sure, you're paying half your life, but you're getting a billion monsters back to your field at the same time. So why not? 3 MSTs in a heavy. There's your back row hate for Macro Rabbit, because Macro Rabbit's a bitch. 2 Gotham Match. Because there's a few decks out there that have multiple attributes still. Windups are still a real deck. They're not dead. They're just slowed. But, Spellbooks, they're a real deck, and they're pretty devastating without Gotham Match on the field. Another Spellbook killer, Dark Deal. Now, I'm going to explain this card in a minute, but, there's also 2 skill drains. I'm going to bump skill drain to 3 when I find one. But that's the side deck. Alright, Dark Deal. The card text reads, you can only activate this card by paying 1,000 life points when your opponent activates a normal spell card. The effect of the normal spell card that your opponent activated at that time becomes your opponent discards 1 random card from their hand. Now, what card in this deck, besides Sewer God and Trance Archfiend, would you not want them to tell you to discard? Their worst fear in this deck for when you activate that card is Silva. Because Silva states, when this card is discarded by your opponent's card effect, you special summon this card, obviously, for his own effect, and then your opponent returns exactly 2 cards from their hand to the bottom of their deck in any order. So, they are they're going to go -2. Because they're going to lose 2 cards out of their hand, they're going to waste 1 of their spellbook cards. And then you're sitting there pretty with 2 Silvas in hand, and you have 2 of these things sitting on the field. You're like, come at me, bro. They'll lose their entire hand, and you're going to go beast mode on them next turn. Which is really ridiculous, in my opinion. Dark Deal is just an amazing card. I'm probably going to bump this to 3, just because it's that good. Anyway, that's the deck. I hope you guys liked it. Remember to comment, rate, subscribe. I'm going to do a binder video here shortly. And I'll catch you guys later.